Hi, and welcome to 31st episode.
32nd.
32nd episode. Hi, and welcome to the 32nd episode. I will not edit that out. The Strobing butt plug. I am your host that can't count. I was trying to say illiterate, but I don't know how to do that with numbers. So I'm your host that
Arithmetically challenged?
Yes. Arithmetically?
Mathematically challenged.
There we go. So anyway, I am the host that just can't count or think straight. Missy. These are my... Gay?
Do you think gay?
I think gay thoughts. Yeah, we will talk about my gay thoughts later. So anyway... so anyway, these are my wonderful and lovely co-hosts, Ariana and Ron.
Hello.
Today we will be
And
the buddy. We will be talking about beer because the Strobing Butt Plug is a podcast about beer. Obviously.
What's special about this episode?
It is a Christmas episode.
Christmas!
yay. We got our gifts.
Absolutely.
Christmas gifts.
Christmas gifts.
Oh my god.
Today's just that day. Like none of us can get our shit together.
No.
This is a good day. So anyway, on to the beers. For our first beer is a beer that I'm deja vuing about, and I swear we had it on this show, but I also really don't have detailed memory of
It
it.
does not look familiar to me.
It seemed like that style can before with that color scheme.
Right. So this is Land Grant. Beard Crumbs Oatmeal Raisin Stouts. Let's see. Columbus? Is that Columbus, Ohio? Because it's like COLS.
Yeah.
So I feel like that'd be Columbus, Ohio. Dark, roasty, subtly sweet. Let's see. I'm not seeing the... Oh, wait, nope. It's 7.4%. So here's with the lovely porn shot. All right, now.
It sure reminds me, I've been on a fucking Misfits kick, goddamn week, man.
Good times. I need to get on a Misfits kick. I actually need to get on the, what's that? Riot Fest? I need to get on the bands that are in the Riot Fest.
Start with that. I was jamming out to Danzig today when I was driving around for work. It's just one of them kind of weeks, man.
Hell yeah.
So oatmeal raisin is the worst cookie because who the fuck puts raisins in cookies?
I love oatmeal raisins.
Yeah,
Spiced cookies are delicious.
Oatmeal raisin is one of those kind of cookies where...
I like oatmeal cookies, but with raisins?
Oatmeal raisin cookies are one of those things when you see it, you're like, if it's a chocolate chip and you're wanting a chocolate chip and you eat it, but if you go for an oatmeal raisin, they're good.
They're spicy, yes.
Okay, but if you're thinking it's chocolate chips and you bite into it and it's a fucking raisin, it's really disappointing.
Oh,
I would not be disappointed. I don't know.
Really disappointed.
I'm more for the flavorfulness of the spices in the oatmeal cookie versus the actual chocolate chip. So I would totally, because the sweetness of the raisins offset especially if it's strong in the cinnamon and spices. But you could completely combine the best of both worlds and be chocolate chip raised oatmeal.
Well, so I still haven't made my oatmeal banana cookies in a year. I should try that.
That'd be good.
So Missy mentioned us not being able to get our shit together today. So they were getting ready to come over and I was cooking and I put my potatoes on to boil and I went upstairs and took a shower and came back downstairs and the fucking burner wasn't even on.
My kid surprised me. She told me a month and a half ago that one of her friends was having a birthday party.
One of her kids?
Yes.
How's that for not being able to get it together? I didn't even know his kids had kids.
No shit. My daughter, one of her friends was having a birthday party at the escape. She's all, you gotta take me there. I'm like, fuck, really? God damn it. Okay. It's on the way here. That's fine. I did it. And then I sent that, and then Missy sent something about running late. And then lo and behold, I'm like, well, we'll be running a little behind and the food will be ready and getting cold. And there he was like, yeah, I forgot to turn on a burner. I'm
like, sweet. I'm not the only jackass today.
And I keep seeing this meme on Facebook that says, who else has put food on the stove and then turn the wrong burner on.
Yes.
Like, I don't even fucking turn the burner on.
I've done that. I've probably done both. Not turn the burner on and then turn the wrong burner on.
I don't think I've ever turned the wrong one on. It's always I haven't turned it on at all.
I've become very OCD about that because my counter is small and I keep a lot of shit on the stove. So I'm like, I don't want to burn whatever's on the top of my stove.
It's all right. The other day, I was making oatmeal, and I don't do anything in the microwave. So I was making it on the stove. You know, everything's going good. This looked really delicious. And I just like looked into the drainer. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to use this plastic container, you know, here. So I'm dumping it in there. I don't know why the fuck I was so dumb. I'm just like, I have a glass top stove. So to me, like, you know, sometimes it just looks like counter space. I was like, I just got to rinse this out real quick so the oatmeal doesn't stick to the inside of the pan because I'm OCD about that. Fucking set it right on that burner spot. I was like, no! Oh my god!
Know that shit right onto it.
So fucking, it came right off though. Like, you know, I just used a spatula. I was like, fuck, and it came off. I was like, well, it came off.
You know what I thought about
fucking
the other
pissed.
day? I can't remember what the hell we were making in your mom's kitchen, but we like, it started burning or overflowing or something, and we sat the fucking pan on the linoleum and burned it.
Sounds like something my daughter would fucking do.
That's so funny.
I want to say it was like stovetop or stuffing or something like that, possibly.
It might have been. I think so.
I don't know why I was thinking of that the other day for some reason.
That's so fucking funny.
As far as the beer,
I was gonna say, so anyway, about this beer we're drinking.
it's not bad, it's not great. Definitely it's got the raisin to it.
Yeah, I can taste the raisin in it. I could smell the oatmeal before I took a drink.
See, when it comes to...
It does have that subtle sweetness, and I think that's the raisin.
When I think oatmeal, it's like
spiciness.
It's like an oatmeal stout, so all the oatmeal went into the stoutiness of it.
Right. I don't know, like it tastes a lot like regular beer, but it's just got some type of off flavor that I kind of really like it. But it's
almost like a maple syrupy flavor kind of.
Right. To me, it's not so oatmeal stout flavored, but
Picture shit and sponsors with a shiny new GoPro.
Okay, so anyway, the whole fuck you is the GoPro killing itself for some reason. I don't know why it does that sometimes. But no, I don't know. It's like, I really like it for a beer, but it's just not...
It can only...
When it doesn't taste like the advertised can label, it's a little bit disappointing. Kind of like the chocolate chip and oatmeal cookie issue.
Well, it was like that, what was the one I brought last week? The one that was like the Smashmallow or whatever. And it ended up being the pineapple strawberry. We were all expecting something dark or whatever.
Right.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be we thought it was going to taste like marshmallow and it tasted like citrus or something.
Yeah, it was like a citrus thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because the can, it made it seem like it was going to be dark because it was like, "Roo, death, roo."
Death, dark, death slaying and marshmallow.
Really
You're like...
light.
And it's like, hi,
Yeah.
I'm secretly not murderous. I just want to fuck a penis. Hi.
It's like those, like me, like when I wear all black, but then I wear like really colorful socks and you can't see them.
I do shit. I used to do that. I had a black, I was just thinking about my outfit like that the other day. I would have all black outfits I would wear to school that would be similar, like maybe this, and then like my black plug corduroy jeans, the thick corduroy. But I had like rainbow bra and underwear that was like really like thick stripes, like just like kind of going from one color to the other, going across the bra and underwear.
I'm losing
and I
my
would always
balls.
wear them underneath. That's funny.
I'm losing my balls, ladies. Would you like my balls?
I already have one of your
I
balls.
have 2 of your balls.
There you go. Your balls aren't.
My balls
He's
aren't
not
man
man
enough.
enough to keep his balls, apparently.
Or my beard isn't man enough.
So anyway, about my gay thoughts, this dream I had, I gotta pull my phone out.
She was
I took
all...
notes about this dream. This is why I need to get a dream journal. It's fucking crazy. Alright, so what did we do? Okay, notes. My dream.
We're getting better at note taking.
I'm not.
Okay, so anyway.
I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Okay. So this dream started out that I was going to some place with Ron and a buddy of his that one of my friends too, but so it was Zach and Ron.
Oh dear.
And where we showed up, it seemed like the lobby of a hotel with a restaurant inside of it. And then, so for some reason I showed up, I was like super tired. I was like, man, I'm really tired. I need to take a nap. I decided to just walk off from them, not tell them where I was going, just walk a completely different direction. And that's, it was really weird because normally you walk away from your friends. You're just like, oh, hey, I'm going to go here real quick. Well, I just turned around and walked off. And I went to this And like it was like I knew it was there, so but the place seemed really new to me. But I went down and laid in this room that was like some weird other section of the lobby, but it had like, you know, couches and stuff in it, but there was a bed in it. So I laid down in this bed and there was a TV up this way. And I go to watch TV, and then so some lady in her 60s laid down in front of me, like in the bed, like so she, you know, I was like on my side, and she was like the big spoon, and this old lady was like the little spoon. And then I had some other kind of older lady, like maybe in her 50s. She lay down behind me, so she like had wrapped her arm around me. I was like sandwiched in between these two old ladies. In this dream, it seemed absolutely normal. Like I don't even know, like, so the thing that I noticed about them that they were older, but they looked like good for their age. They weren't like all, you know, puny and wrinkly. They were, I don't know, like.
Did you get a guilt fetish?
No, that's just it. I don't. Like, I swear, one of them looked like the old Dharma and Greg's mom. Like it looked like her, and that's kind of also like that's like the Archer like cartoon character, you know.
Real quick, creep show pre-beer. The creep show smoke porter. Good stuff, worked.
But so you know, I'm like sandwiched. No, that's all right. I'm sandwiched in between these ladies because this like just fucking goes on forever. And it was really weird. I looked behind me at the lady behind me, and then she was like in her younger 20s, and she was hot. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever, you know. And she started trying to have sex with me, and I was like, not with this old lady in our bed. Like, it's so fucking weird. And then I had no idea who this girl behind me was, total stranger. I didn't question her trying to have sex with me. It was just the fact that the old lady was in bed with us. So then throughout this, like I realized that Ron and Zach like didn't know where I was. I'm like, I need to let my friends know where I went.
I'm off having old lady sex, guys.
Right. Like, hey man, having old lady sex. I'm gonna get back to you as soon as we're done. Like, but I was like,
why does this feel like a totally legit thing? Like you, me, and Zach go out, and Zach and I are doing some shit. Zach's like, hey, I'm live streaming from this place. Look at this, Ron. This is my bro Ron. Missy, Sarasota. We don't know where she is. And then I get a text.
Old lady sex.
And then I get a text. Hey Zach, she's off having old lady sex. Dude, she's having old lady sex. Let's go find her and live stream it.
I totally see that fucking happening.
It's a lemon pledge and dust that shit off.
So anyway, though, but throughout this, I realized that they like had been calling me on my phone because I saw a call log, and it was really weird because I just did this with my Apple Watch, and I just saw like fucking call after call after missed call after missed call, and I was like, well, fuck, man, you know. So it was like 20 of them. And I was like, okay, so, and you know, I could hear them talking in the background. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but every once in a while I was like, where's Missy? Where is she? I don't know. Hey, Missy! So they were yelling for me. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I went to find them. And so I got up out of this bed, and my pants were off. And I had no idea where my pants were. So I'm like looking hard. I'm looking for them. The harder I looked, I couldn't find them. But I kept finding, like, in these couches, this furniture. And the more I looked, like, the more clothes I would find, but they weren't mine, and then the more people there were in the way when I was like panickingly looking for them before the guys found me, because apparently I didn't want them to see me with my pants off having old lady sex. So I was trying to like quick before they know that I'm gone, even though they've known that I'm gone because all this shit's been going on. So you know, so I'm still looking. And then at this point it's taking forever. I tried to call them to let them know like, hey, I'm still here, don't leave without me. And, you know, the more I tried to use my phone, the trickier it got. Like, you know, I'm pushing stuff on my phone. I'm like, maybe it's not working. I'm just going to try to do Facebook messaging, like any app. Like, I couldn't message them. It was, like, really weird. So then, at this point, I could not get a hold of them. And, the more confused I got, the more trickier my phone got. So I went back to looking for my pants. And then I found what I thought was, like, some pants that I could wear. And I took them with me, which was really weird because at this point I was wearing leggings with hearts on them. But when I went to put on the pants, like I guess maybe I just thought it was mine or I thought it was pants I could wear. It was a shirt with little flamingos all over it. I was like, God damn it, how these fucking turn into a shirt? Like I thought these were pants. You know, so then like I put, let's see. Okay, so I realized it was a fucking shirt, so I couldn't wear them. And then, so after this, I found Ron and Zach. They were outside standing in this long line. And it was really weird because for some reason it looked like we were outside of a Kmart. Like, instead of at the hotel that we originally walked in. Like, it was really fucking weird.
Dreams are fucked like that.
Yeah, my dreams are always really weird. Like, they're never like a solid, this is, you know.
You were talking earlier about something like, like the dreams might be like a peek into an alternate dimension or some bullshit.
I'm having old lady sex in a hotel somewhere.
No, you were talking about that, and it reminded me of the damn dream I had. Reminded me of the damn dream I had last.
Old lady threesomes. God.
You know what? Grandma needs.
At least they were hot and not fucking wrinkly old women.
I mean, like, there's like lots of old hot starlets and shit.
I feel like they were in my dream. They were like attractive for their age or whatever, and it's like when they were getting. I feel like they got undressed before they got into the bed for some reason, and they were wearing like really nice business attire. So I feel like these ladies were loaded. So I mean, if I'm having old lady sex with 2 loaded ladies, I just got 2 sugar mamas. Ha ha, guys! I would never have to work a day in my life.
So what I'm thinking about now is like way back in the day when you were like cleaning the whatever the fuck that gym that was, and the old ladies had come in there.
Oh my god,
I remember you like talking about like, oh my god, they're all like gray silver pube bushes or some shit.
I feel like
And I just remember
I don't know if that was when I was cleaning Sinclair and I had to clean
it was at college or something.
Because I did do that, but I mean I've seen that a lot at the YMCA. I've seen that a lot at the YMCA. But it's like when I was eating there. Yeah, that's right. I've seen that a lot when I was eating at the Y.
Dinner at the Y. Oh yeah.
But no, I mean maybe it was when I was cleaning like that particular at the school. I would see the old people because they did I'm kind of wondering why old people would work out there, but yes, there are a lot of old people working out at the school there, and it was like they just don't give a fuck. They're gonna be naked.
Then she was like, she was like, ugh.
No, because they weren't the hot kinds. They weren't the ones that actually had a halfway fit body. They were,
hi, Granny, you want to break your hip?
They were old, fat, wrinkly, and old.
You're like, Granny, I'm gonna
like double old.
You're like, I'm gonna break that fucking hip, Granny.
No.
You're gonna be in traction for months, but baby, it's gonna be worth it. For months. It's gonna be worth it because I'm gonna break that hip all over this place.
No. But no, like that when I woke up, I was like, God, what the fuck? Why? I mean, what could that dream possibly mean in any way?
You were horny and you wanted off, and
no, but
it was something you watched earlier in the day on TV.
And I don't watch TV.
Something you read, something you watched, something you saw that stuck in your in your deep brain. You were horny.
No, because that wasn't even it, really. Because it was kind of like, it was really weird. It was like, it's kind of like the younger girl, like she was trying to have sex with me, but that like wasn't too much of a main focus of that dream. It was more so the old ladies that they were laying, and it was more of like a cuddle laying in bed with them. I'm like, that's fucked up. That means something. The old ladies cuddling and the young person trying, like, it's like, you're an older person here, blah, blah, blah. You're transitioning into this person. That's like your older self. That's you picturing you. And then that's your younger self, blah, blah, blah.
The important part is that all this, she needs laid.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, everybody needs laid. If they're not getting laid and they say they don't need laid, they're full of shit. Because you can only jack off so much. Like,
are you, like, subconsciously worried about turning 40?
No. That's just, I'm like, old. The changes that I am making in my life, I'm like extremely happier about. I'm like, and so like, I don't know, like I had this post where I just posted something and Eve was like, dude, you look so much happier and you look so much, I'm like, I've noticed that in my pictures. I look at them like, damn, I am hot. I'm like, I'm like, oh God, I just look so old and tired. And it's like my new pictures, so it's like, I'm not worried about it. I'm embracing this shit.
You're not burning your ass out anymore for the man.
Right, yes, exactly. It's just like, this is nice. Like, and doing what I want, I'm enjoying shit.
For the record, when you're talking about old lady sex, I had to clamp these on my knot nipples.
That's good stuff.
Oh wait,
imagining it. Here, you want a couple for your episode?
That was good. I got 2 right here.
I was just imagining it. That is way awesome.
Here, do it.
Beer number 2.
We'll go with beer number 2 here.
She's all like, it's awkward. Let's stop talking about nipples.
No, we can talk about nipples all day.
She just wants to drink this beer. Oh no, kitty. What happened?
Is that blood?
It looks like it.
Old man, poor old man.
What was he? Was he chewing? Is it from his shirt? From his paws? I don't know if that's what it is.
It doesn't look fresh.
Oh, no, wax. Sticky. Yeah.
Like wax or something weird.
Yeah, icky.
I need to wash this thing apparently.
Alrighty, so now, oh no wait, that's the God, I'm a spoiled.
Mysterious
I'm a spoiled spoiler.
I say we pretty much figured out that the mysterious goes in the Dos Equis.
Right, I almost put it in this one because for some reason I always want to grab that one, and I'm like, no. The last time I did that, they told me no, so like I have to do this.
So last week after the show, we started having like the best conversation.
We did.
I'm like, dude, the show. I don't remember what we even talked about last week during the show, but I felt like it wasn't that like interesting.
I thought it was kind of funny. I thought we were a little bit funny.
Fortunately for these guys, I'm like really OCD about like adding it to a calendar, and I put down boys versus girls are peeing outside. What is and isn't indecent exposure? And
did I talk about pissing on my own shoes during that episode?
No, it was afterwards.
And what makes a good and you know something about finding a good shiwi.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, like the conversation totally took. Like, dude, we probably should have talked about this on the show.
So I will introduce this beer, and we can start talking about that as soon as I introduce this beer. So this is Humble Forager, Swinging Sticks with Angry Chair, Imperial Sweet Stout, roasted pistachios, cocoa nibs, toasted coconut, and caramel.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I was like about the coconut and cocoa, and then I was like the pistachios would be like a weird twist.
I don't know about the can.
I just like
it's
the
like
beer.
a golf theme.
Right. I don't know why it's
Okay.
okay. I get Swinging Sticks, but what's Angry Chair? I mean, that's
The name of the company that made it.
maybe.
Oh.
No,
But it's Humble
no, it's
Forager.
happening.
I don't know.
It's Humble Forager. Ooh. Brewed with our scratch golfing homie from Angry Chair. So it's Humble Forager partnered with Angry Chair Brewing in Tampa Bay, Florida. So Angry Chair is from Tampa, and this one is from, I don't know, brewed and canned at Humble Forager Brewing Company, Waunakee, Wisconsin. I heard noises.
Heard noises.
I heard a click back there. It was really weird. It sounded like somebody was opening a can.
So we were talking about ghosts
Hold
earlier.
on. We created an oily, thick base stout, then was conditioned on 1 ton of toasted coconut and a ton of roasted pistachios and a boutique of cocoa nibs before swirls of caramel were added. Take an adventure with us. And this was like a $7 single can, so hopefully it is
Well, a
good.
ton of cocoa nibs and a ton of coconut, that ain't gonna be cheap.
Nope.
But we're talking, you heard something earlier. It's talking about ghosts. We were eating dinner. And like whenever you watch those ghost shows, they'd always put down the recorder and then they'd go back later and analyze the sound. And they're like, this is the ghost, this is the message the ghost said.
That's dark.
It is super dark.
And I was like, yeah, if I was a ghost now, I would just totally go haunt a house with like an Amazon Alexa and shit because those microphones are going to pick it up and be like,
Sounds good, too.
Alexa, spook these
Oh
bitches.
God, that smells phenomenal. Phenomenal?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
They said an oily stout base.
Right. You were getting ready to say oily discharge.
I mean, an oily stout base, that's going to be like a fucking thick ass stout.
It is. I think that's just, it's because running down the side and shit and.
There's not a lot of
That's
head
like-
to it, that's for sure.
No,
You
well,
want to get that on your clothes, man. That shit's gonna
it's
stain.
hell yeah, it is.
Damn, that's like the darkest beer we've ever had, I think.
Right. It is. I can just tell it's thick just the way that it is.
Just the way it's pouring almost. It's almost syrupy.
So anyway, we were talking about the ghosty things, but Ariana was talking about you can just see a residue on the side of the thing there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Oh
amazing.
my god, that's good. Holy shit.
Ooh. Yeah, you could only drink 2 of these max before your stomach would be so.
I don't even know if I could drink 2 of these, but man, that's good.
It's like you're almost chewing the coconut here, you know?
It is really thick, yeah. Definitely oily. That'd be great. This would not be Beer Farts Wednesday. This would make you shit through a screen Wednesday. Because it's just, if the thickness is
What was
due
the
to
ABV?
oiliness.
What was the ABV on this? 'Cause it feels high.
It's like,
Shoo-wee, that is so thick. It is syrupy.
yeah, it is syrupy. That's exactly how I was gonna describe it.
It's just 13%.
Okay, it is pretty high then.
It is, God, that's like, it's almost like literally like you're buying a bottle of the Hershey's syrup. It's just with a little bit of like liquid in it. It's really comparable to the Hershey's syrup. Like,
I feel like if you had like vanilla ice cream, you want to do like a beer float with this.
That would be good.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be fucking
Hell
delicious.
yeah.
I'd be into that.
Shit, that is fucking good.
Shit, we should get some more of that and make fucking floats next week.
Oh god, we should. That'd be our pre-beer. We would be fucking just getting hammered.
Well, I mean, like
Year's episode.
theoretically, it's like the New Year's New Us episode or something.
New Year's New Us. Getting hammered before the show. Woo!
It's not gonna be a new me. It's gonna be the same old.
The same old shit.
Yeah, meh.
Oh.
There's
Oh
new
my.
me every day. This personality.
There, yeah. I can't believe how amazing that is. So anyway, last week, after we were done, I know my boob fell off. Oh, my nipple. So when we were done talking on the show, and we were just, chilling, talking to ourselves, or amongst each other, we were talking about shiwis. I don't even know what started the shiwi conversation. Do you remember what started the shiwi conversation?
What doesn't start conversations about peeing with you guys?
God, I don't know.
Peeing, pooping.
I don't even remember why we
Like,
started talking about it.
With y'all pissing, shitting, any bodily
Maybe it
function.
had something to do with you Ubering or something, and like getting a shiwi that stopped to pee or something like that, or.
You talked about pissing on the wall at like the cop shop or something.
Well, that's the story that was told afterwards.
Right, and I thought it involved you, like.
I don't know why. We started talking about shiwis.
Well, because I was advising you what kind of shiwi to get, and I told you the story because you have to get basically I've seen ones that are silicone and they have like a really thin spout, and the one that I used was this cheap cardboard one that had a bigger spout.
Yeah, tell the story.
So, I left my house. I had it was a Wicked, like a Red's Apple Ale, but it was a Wicked and it was a 24 ounce. So it's higher alcohol. So it was like an 8% and it was a 24 ounce. And I had that. And I feel like
That hard.
It is good. So I live like outside, about a half mile outside of town on a busy fucking road. So I decided to walk uptown. I was like angry and I was like not cool in my house. I was like, this is starting to fight, so I gotta leave. So I'm drinking that and I take that uptown and I'm like just drinking it and I'm like walking around town. So like to do the perimeter of town is like 3 miles. So I was going around that area and I stopped at the gas station up the road. And I filled that again with like another similar thing. So this is like an 8%, 24 ounce drink. And I drink that. I have like a blender shaker bottle that I'm drinking that in. And then so I stop at not the gas station. I was already at the gas station. So I stop at the bar and I'm sitting there talking to the owners and they know me rather well and I'm drinking this. And then I finish it and I was telling Kim what I had. She goes, well, you want a drink for the road? I was like, oh, fuck yeah. You're going to give me a drink. I was like, well, what would be good? She's like, I'll put a Sex on the Beach in there. I'll put like a bigger one in there. Oh, fuck yeah. So at this point, this is the equivalent of 4 beers that I've already had, but I've been, walking around town. It's probably been a couple hours. It wasn't trash by any means. And Kim gives me my drink. But before I left, there was like a regular at the bar, and he, just out of nowhere, he was talking about one of his family members selling a product that they had, on Amazon. And it was this cardboard, a shiwi type thing. So it's like, you're out hiking, you're doing this, and you got to pee in your female, you could just use this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool, and it was one in a Ziploc bag, and then it had the business card or whatever, like the label, the store, that I could order more if I wanted to. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm drinking this third drink on the way back home, and at one point, I'm like, God, I have to piss so fucking bad. And I was like, shiwi, so I'm like deciding, well, it's time to go, I'm going to use this. So naturally, I stand, the only place that's pretty much there on the outside of town for me, it's still within town. I was like, I gotta go real bad. I'm gonna stand behind the police station. I literally pissed on the police station. So it was hiding me from the police. How many police actually just go behind the police station?
Besides the fact that they have a camera back there.
Right, I don't even know. But apparently they don't, or they weren't watching it that day because they're,
or they were into it.
Right, they're fucking like, yeah, I love this piss shit. Like, yeah, all right,
That's right, drunk girl, pee all over the police station. Oh yeah,
But and I'm using this cardboard shiwi, And it's, I'd say, we'll give
So
it,
was it
we'll
like-
say like the size of either a dime or a nickel,
So
somewhere
I have a
around.
question about this. The
So
shoe
those are like
itself.
maybe a penny. We'll go
specifically
penny
itself.
wise.
So what kind of cardboard are we talking here? Like wax coated
It
cardboard?
was wax coated.
Okay, I was like sitting here trying to think like cardboard box material or like, you know,
No, it was really
like
thin.
the shit you would get like, you know, like, I don't know, cereal box material.
Well, kind of, I'd say probably that, you know, because it's got a coating on the outside and it's thin like that because it's like,
Good question.
it was,
I mean, it's a legit.
that is legit.
It's a very legit question because I got to think about that the other day. I'm like, so what that was actually made of? Like the same shit like the wax cups are or something like McDonald's cups used to be?
Well, it's
or,
not like wax,
you know?
wax. It definitely has a coating that's going to be like water resistant for you to finish doing what you're doing one time. It's throwaway because it's cardboard. But it's octagon, like, it's octagon shaped from what I remember. And the one hole is smaller than, you know, it goes up. So it does funnel. But the hole, I'll give it like, we'll say it's about a penny to nickel, somewhere in between that like size, the hole that you like, that the pee comes out of. So you don't build up any pressure and then you're peeing and it just flows straight down onto your shoes. So I got pissed on my own shoes. I was like, well, you know, I'd probably rather piss my shoes than my pants. So, I mean, I guess we did the job for what I needed because I still had to walk uphill like half a mile to go home, which would probably be about 20 minutes. So, you know, whatever, it's cool. And I was drunk, so it'd probably take even longer, but yeah, I totally pissed on my shoes. And so, you know, that came to the conversation that we were having about like how you gotta, because it was, I think after that we were talking about, I was like, but would that really be a, like, would you have to register as a sex offender? Because if you're a dude and you get caught pissing outside, like if they want to be dicks about it, that's indecent exposure.
Yeah,
you have to get registered as a sex offender. But if you're a female and you're sticking a shiwi in your pants, nothing's exposed.
So like,
that's just like walking around with your zipper down. You're not wearing any underwear. You do not get charged with indecent exposure.
So like, can you just like whip it out? You know, like
whip the shiwi out.
Yeah, just whip the shiwi out.
Like hold on, officer. So okay, wait, it's cool. We can talk now. I just had to start. Like I have trouble starting, but as long as I'm going, let's
if I'm
keep
with the
going.
cop and I like whip my dick out and like, hold on.
Hold on, officer.
I was trying to remember what the question was. I was thinking it was that, you know, like
right.
Yeah. So
I feel like I think I want to hear in the comments from all of our 2 fans that will put the fucking porn ads in our comments. Right.
What are our 2 fans? We need to get our 2 fans' names.
Our only fans.
We need to specifically call our fans out by name.
Right. I mean, that would be a thing. Well, we do have 20 subscribers, but you know, we've not done anything to like try to grow audience. All we've done is make videos.
So here's the trick. I think the subscribers on this video will go back a week or so after it's posted. I'm gonna read off your names if you post something.
There you go.
Just post something, anything. Call us fuckers, call us beautiful, call me a fat hairy old bastard,
One thing
whatever.
I will say I do like
And
is
we
I
will
never
call
see
your
a
name
thumbs
out.
down. I always see thumbs ups on our videos, so that's a
good.
plus.
But legitimately, like, just post anything if you like, and we will go through and we will say your name.
But really, what I want to know is if you think it is indecent exposure for a woman to shiwi, can she just
That's just one more advantage that we have.
on her way up to Walmart, like, you know, oh shit, I'm in the middle of the parking lot. It's like,
I don't think they'd get you for the indecent exposure, but I'm pretty sure public urination is something.
I was kind of thinking that too. I'm not sure though.
It could be.
You know what?
We're going to look that up. But if you piss your pants, is that public urination? Like, what are the specifics to public urination? Because, you know, if I'm like urinating publicly and then I can get in trouble for it and then I see a cop, I'm just going to zip up real quick and continue pissing my pants.
Like, part of it's got to be a thing where, like, you know, it's causing, like, an issue with public, you know what I'm saying?
Public urination laws.
That would be,
Urinating in public is illegal in every state.
damn it!
Defendants may be charged under a law that specifically criminalizes the act, or the prosecutor may allege that the defendant presented a public nuisance or is guilty of disorderly conduct.
There you go, public nuisance, disorderly conduct, which is still better.
It's
still better, though, than being
child predator.
Child predator charged with a
sex
sex crime.
What is it? I was going to say
You got to
something.
register as like a sex offender and
Looks
all that
like in
shit.
Texas you do. I don't know about Ohio.
You got to register as a sex offender if you pee outside?
I think it probably depends.
It's not a federal. It's a
Texas
state
is
law.
weird anyway. They're a lot more like picky in different places for like wide open, like the wide open Texas and all the big Texan. You can't whip out your big Texan and take a legal anywhere.
Oh, that's when you said you'd be charged with something. The only thing I could think of was inducing panic. She said like the public indecency.
At least 13 states require sex offender registration for public urination.
That's bullshit.
According to Human Rights
Is
Watch's-
Ohio one of them? Is the question.
I don't know. Let's see.
I feel like if we wanted to test that out, we could just easily go to one of the 37 that aren't. It's like, fuck you guys. No sexual predator.
I'm sure also they're probably going to be like, it depends where you're whipping out and peeing. Like if you go to like a child's playground in a public park and whip it out, they're going to definitely be a little bit more picky than if you're like drunk behind a bar pissing on the wall. You know what I'm saying?
True. Gotcha. Pissing in the middle of the street versus... Dude, I was in Drexel one time, driving through Drexel, which is the shithole in this area. But I feel somebody in the middle of an intersection pulled their car, like literally in the middle of an intersection, pulled their car over, and they were pissing out their driver door. They stood up and was pissing. I was like, well, that's pretty much Drexel for you.
Let's see.
So while she's researching, this is also our Christmas episode. And when she has an answer for us, we got a gift exchange.
Michigan, let's see, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut. It's hard to see, it's a map. Kentucky, South Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Utah, Idaho, and California.
So hell,
So we're
none
good.
of our surrounding states even, if we decide
Kentucky and Michigan.
Oh, fuck those guys. Well, I guess I was...
So it's okay to fuck my sister in Kentucky, but I can't pee on the wall?
There you go. Apparently not.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So is it okay to pee on my sister?
not in public.
Oh. Like I have a sister, but...
Are we opening gifts now?
We are, but while we're doing this, or while we're getting ready to, at the very least, I was thinking, maybe I'll go with this thought after the fact. Yay. So anyway, we're going to remind Missy about the two gay guys in the back of her car, Ubering.
Tell us about the two gay guys.
Well, we were watching the holiday Christmas special, and there was the two gay guys on the Hallmark Channel that Ron was thoroughly... Oh, was it Netflix?
Yeah,
Ron was thoroughly into getting ready to fap to, I swear.
Well, like the two gay guys were on there they were being all emotional and like, but I thought you didn't like me. And the other guy's like, I thought you wanted me to get with Craig or whoever the hell the other gay guy
It
was.
was probably Craig.
It was probably Craig. And all this stuff. And I'm just like, man, you never see that kind of shit with chicks. What? You never see like Christmas gay movies with like two lesbians. It's always like,
It's always the dudes.
let's do it. It's never like, the chicks getting into the lesbian Christmas fest.
If it's chicks, it's always about sex. If the dudes, it's always about the relationship.
Yeah.
But so anyway, it reminded me of these two guys that I had in the back of my Uber. I was taking them to the Cincinnati airport, and it's like, I'm just driving and they're doing whatever. And at first, I didn't think they were a couple, didn't know they were a couple, didn't matter. They're, sitting thing here, and then all of a sudden the one dude disappears. I'm like, I look, and he's just doing one of these. But like he just, the way he like laid down, he didn't have his head, but he was like laid down like this, and I was like, what? At one point I was kind of like, oh my god, no sexual things ever took place. I was like trying to peek in my rearview mirror and shit, and my thought is, I was like, yeah, I don't care if fucking blowjobs go on in the back of my car with two gay dudes, but you better swallow every last drop. I don't want that shit on my seats. That's like my only thought on that. I'm like, I didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel like too weird or awkward if they would have done that. I'm strictly for old ladies. No.
Boyfriend sucked my dick in the back of this chick's Uber. 5-star review. Would do again.
She acted
funny.
like she didn't see it. 5 stars.
When he started,
She was definitely watching though.
when he started making that squealy noise when I stuck my thumb up his butt, she said nothing and just kept right on driving. She was very
just
discreet
turned
about
the
it.
music up so we could be a little bit louder without being weird.
Who was it? Like Barbara Streisand or something?
That's what got them off. That's their song.
That would have been hilarious. But that was just like the
We need
weirdest.
to make a playlist now, just in case.
the
Playlist
the gay blowjob playlist. Oh my god, that would be quite. I'm gonna make that playlist. It's legit. Like that's gonna be a thing, and I'm gonna play it. Just like if I have like a weird passenger, an awkward passenger, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna change my playlist real quick, and then it's just that's literally what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be like
Just some gay club music.
gay. Well, I want a gay blowjob playlist. It doesn't have to be club music because something. Maybe it won't be a club.
Maybe they want it to be a romantic blowjob.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you're right.
Club
you're right.
music isn't romantic.
It just depends. Like, you gotta, like, read the room, you know?
Right, like, are they in a relationship or are they just
both.
hitting it hard?
Yeah.
You can do both.
Right, I could.
You could, I mean.
Because the one that they were going to go to the airport and this was purely couple because they were all snuggling and everything. So that would have been a romantic blowjob time. I'd have been, like, set in the mood. I wish you had weird windows where you could just rise the tent. So it's like
a limo.
Yeah, yeah. So it's
Missy's gay Uber sex limo.
Giving her ideas.
I totally would. That's like I would create my account around it. So if they read my profile, because sometimes they do read, oh, so I hear this and I see this and I saw your profile. Congrats on it. Last 2 nights ago, I got congrats on the 1,000th ride, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know I did 1,000 rides. Yeah, well, congrats, man. It'd be funny. I'd be like,
that just doesn't sound right. I didn't know I did 1,000 rides.
I didn't know I was riding 1,000 people in my car. That's pretty alright.
Riding people every day, all day.
So, it's gift time. Right on. Alrighty.
Yeah, so this one's for Ron.
Hell yeah, there's you.
This one's for Missy.
There's you. And here's you.
Yeah.
Here's both of you two.
Right on. Okay.
Alright, which one first? Ron's first?
Sure.
Yeah, because they're easy to open.
Because it's a bag.
Ooh.
Oh, we got strobing with a remote. Is that a remote?
Yeah.
Oh, powerful vibration. So you can literally have somebody vibrate you.
I don't know what
Wait. Wait. So wait.
7 different light up rechargeable medium.
I don't know.
He
You guys
got
have the remote control and somebody can do this?
Yeah.
They can vibrate you because I'm like, you can sit that in your
It's
vagina.
USB rechargeable.
You can sit that in your vagina.
For the record, I don't know which one.
But he got us medium. Medium? Well, I don't need to start off with a medium.
Yeah.
I need a small.
I got the one that was strobing. It was the closest I could get.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, I don't know which one. I opened one up and turned it on just to see what
God, I
it
was
did.
going to say, I opened one up and put it aside.
I feel like
Don't
this
know
would
which
be a
one.
nice surprise for somebody.
Somebody as in a realistic surprise or a just fake surprise?
Maybe a little bit.
That's good stuff. I feel like, I've seen.
As far as the vibration, by the way, there's a button on the remote for that.
Right.
And anybody that didn't know it had to vibrate, oh buddy.
That's funny shit. See, I've seen pictures where chicks wearing a skirt out in public and it's fucking dark and it has that and I'm like, I kind of want to do that at some time just to fuck with people, but
you see, you've got that's the other thing, you've got your remote, so while you're walking, you can click and change the color.
Right.
And nobody, you're like, ooh.
So nobody's going to notice. No, everybody's going to notice.
You get to back up, you can make it go red and beep, beep.
That would be fucking hilarious. Too bad it doesn't have a beeping, beep, beep, beep.
This is amazing.
So I don't know which one I opened up, but you can take a look, because there's a little, you can tell which one it is, because there's a little, battery, little button cell battery in one of them.
Oh.
So let's see.
And there's USB recharge. So whichever one doesn't have the little paper in the remote's the one I opened.
Booty
Oh, it
squirt.
doesn't have the paper
I got
in the remote. I got the used butt plug, yes!
There's a little button on the side so you can turn it on. I figure we gotta have at some point some kind of butt plug that lights up or does something on this show to
Does that
legitimize
actually
it.
light up there? Because that's...
There's a button on the side somewhere. It's all smooth concealed, so no
Okay.
waterproofing.
Oh my.
And it's USB rechargeable, so it's environmental or something.
Damn, wish I would have wore a skirt today. We'd turn off the lights and do a light show on a camera. That'd be so awkward. I'd be like, Ariana, where's your lube?
It's not charged.
They should have been. Well, I didn't charge this one.
Except they should have been.
I didn't
There
charge
it is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, it just changes like.
And you can hit the button in the middle to like select your color.
Oh. I did something. Oh! We do that at the same time?
No.
That was mine. Mine is loud.
Dude, I wonder, like, I think they work universally or something because that turned mine on too.
I am going to take so many remotes in public. Yes! Oh my god!
Ooh, it's got pulsing.
Oh
You
my.
just turned it off. It's totally universal.
Oh my god! Oh, you fucking with somebody's shit! Oh. This is the best day ever! Oh my god! I want to get so many sex remotes and just take them out in public, and I want to see the looks on people's faces. Who's got them, girls? What's? Oh, you, sir! I had no idea. Oh my god! Oh shit!
That's fucking awesome.
Oh my god, that was great.
Wow.
This cat's like, what's going on?
Cat's like, what is that? Oh, that's nice. That's a good massage. Massage the pussy. That's
It
right.
didn't work that time.
Did you turn it off?
I turned mine off.
That'd be why.
It's amazing.
I'm still like, ooh, there we go. So that's that.
See, I was hoping for one that was more like an actual strobe light, but I figured that works very nicely.
Well, it does. So going up.
And as far as the medium size, they didn't have the small size that strobe. They just had like little like pretty glass ones. Like, that's cool, but I need to go for like the shiny, like crazy shit for the ladies.
Thanks, Ron.
My daughter saw me walk in with those. She's like, are you gonna do some fucked up sex shit with those two? No. Can you hear that buzz on the camera, by the way?
Does it only have the 2 settings?
So it pulses and then goes longer.
Okay. So it's got more than.
Almost sounds like a Metallica song.
She's gonna be sitting there, jam out, tell everybody.
Oh my god. Well, I now own a butt plug.
You knew it happened eventually with the show.
You know, I planned this a long time ago that I was gonna do that, but then I just forgot to and never did. This makes it much better because you had a really good one.
I got these last week and I was all excited to give it to him, and then Ariana didn't get her stuff and she wasn't feeling great. It's like, ah! So this is the perfect time for
Yeah,
it.
it's probably better that we did it this
Hell
time.
yeah. That is so much funnier.
Got to open
I'm
mine.
like, oh, hell yeah, because I got the used
I didn't
butt
get
plug.
you guys the same thing, so.
That's cool, that's cool.
It's okay, I got you the same thing because you both need a butt plug. And if I
7
got you,
modes of vibration.
Nice.
just don't lose your USB cable because it's like a weird little custom thing.
Give a sexy backdoor light show. It is very custom. It's kind of like...
It's like a little headphone jack.
It
thing.
is.
But it says somewhere it's waterproof, so hey.
Waterproof, hell yeah. You can get an underwater light show at the swimming pool. They go into the hotel and shit, getting a little drunk. Like, woo! Alrighty, let's see what we got going on here.
A book? You think I can read?
Ooh, it's got a restroom.
Our restroom guest book.
That is what do I have? Oh my god, it's a Shiwi! Yes!
That's why I wanted to tell the story before we opened it.
Yes, it's even better! Fucking, yeah, it's fucking tie-dye! Dude, oh my god.
I'm gonna set this. Can you write your name with that?
I could in the snow. I swear if it snows good and I remember to do that, I'm going to post it on the butt plug page.
Yeah.
Writing my fucking name, and my kids will be like, "Hey mom, what are you going outside for? Hey, don't look out the windows. Mind your business.
We go outside.
Why is your name written outside the snow? Don't touch it, it's pee."
Mom, why did you just drink a gallon of water? Shut up. It's snowing. And you just start chugging the water. You okay, Mom?
That is
and you
so
run outside.
fucking amazing. Oh my god.
Dude, I couldn't think of what to get for you, and then because I was just gonna get you that, and then I was like, that somehow showed up, like my phone was listening to me or something probably, and it just showed up. And I was like, dude, yes.
This is great. It's showing into a toilet. You don't squat doing it. You don't do it between your legs the opposite direction. You do it this way.
See, that's cool. You can like take it somewhere to like a concert or something. You don't want to sit on the fucking toilet.
Oh yeah, that would be great
because
I go to many a gas. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be going to the gas. I'm going to use it just so I can use it. I'm going to fucking use it anyway. Yes.
Are you going to purposely be the bitch that pisses on the seat with it?
I thought about you like driving an Uber. You're out in the middle of nowhere. You're like, God damn, I gotta piss. You know? And, like,
yes. Oh my god. And see, it's like I go into men's restrooms. When I cleaned restrooms, the women were so much fucking nastier than the dudes. But that's just it.
That's the second time I've heard that today.
They were. And it's like, because I would be outside the bathroom waiting on the dudes to come out, and like I could hear like so many dudes wash their hands and then so many dudes come out. And then, I'd be in the bathroom with the women and I would just see them just walking right out. I'm like, God, you bitches are fucking gross. And like they would piss all over the seats. Dudes didn't.
I could totally use this last weekend.
I know.
Right.
I know.
It's a guest book for my bathroom to review my bathroom.
That is great.
I'm going to get like a little marker and a little pin. I'm just going to leave it in there.
Yes, I think you should. I think that would be great. Does it even have like a bookmarker on it?
It does.
Ooh, I didn't notice that.
I'm going to try and make it a point to shit his house every time I go there. And I have a key to his house, so if I'm out and somebody ends up, like I drop him off in Pickler or something, I'm totally going to fucking shit and sign his book.
That's a good idea.
My only request is you remember to pet the dogs while you're there.
I thought you were going to say remember to flush it because I would totally leave that shit.
Just wash your hands afterwards, please.
Okay, will do. I always wash my hands.
I don't know. Like, I guess you would be signing that as you're pooping, so like.
Yeah, I'd be like drawing and stuff.
Bathroom review or something.
Right. Oh yeah. Fucking great. It's like all kind of tie-dye-ish and shit. This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's supposed to be camo, but I'm like, dude.
No, it doesn't smell like.
No.
Are you seeing if it smells like pee? Because it
I
should
just
smell
wanted
like
to know
pee.
what it smelled like. I smell like rubbery thing. Doesn't have a
tube
tube.
in it. Smells weird.
Look at me, I'm a
Probably is.
That's
They
right.
probably returned it.
That's right. It's like they have to try them out, make sure they work somehow.
Instead of like,
Next on the side is the device is shown. Press firmly against the skin.
You
Like this.
You dropped your
I did. I dropped my fucking hose.
You dropped your tip, sweetie.
That's what you do.
Just
this
the
is
tip.
so great. I'm so excited. I dropped my bag.
She's all excited.
Where did it go?
It's not a cardboard one, so.
Here in a minute, she's gonna run outside. She's like, I gotta pee!
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, so excited. This is fucking great. I will totally use it too. It's gonna be the best. Oh yeah.
I was hoping you would.
This is great.
Now let's find out what we got from her.
All right, let's go.
Hell
Get
yeah.
the small one first.
It's how it feels like pencils.
It is. With that, you'll be able to be like,
It does feel
oh,
like
okay, I
pencils.
understand what I'm getting with the fucking
It
other
is
thing.
pencils.
There you go.
Colored pencils. I can use these with the
I'm guessing this is some kind of like adult coloring.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say I can use with the adult coloring books that got left at my house for my party.
Oh, fucking A.
She got the good one. Like,
Debbie does
his
those.
is like a few pages and there's no, it's not even XXX.
The
I was
boring
like,
coloring
son of a
book.
bitch.
This is all penis.
I thought about even, because yours is like 3 times as thick as his. I was like, I could probably rip some of these out for
Colored
him.
pencils. Crayola colored pencils.
Hell yeah. I splurged, got the good ones.
Let's see what we
Oh,
got.
there are boobies.
We got some boobies.
I was hoping there'd be big fat old guy
Color
dong.
test page. Oh, here's a nice picture.
Yeah, I saw that was like the first one. I held that up when I was wrapping it today. I was like, hey Jake, you want to see Ariana's dick coloring book? He just shook his head. He looked up and then just looked down. I was like, no.
This one's all 70s porno.
Damn it. Why
That is much
is
more
this
appealing.
not my career?
Making shit like that, like drawing coloring
Yes.
books with dicks in them.
Because this is totally right up my alley, like something
Right.
I do.
And it's really funny because when we were at your party and
This one's Christmas themed.
oh hell yeah, and Barb was talking about the Golden Girls naked coloring book. I saw that online and it was not like it was basically sold out and I could not get it, but I so wanted to get that. And if I would have got, you guys probably would have both got the Golden Girls naked coloring book.
That would have been hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Says Dick.
It's hard to see that. This is awesome.
Zappoosh boing.
Fuck the bad boy and marry the nice guy.
That's funny.
That seems out of place.
It does because like Dick, it's all about
Yeah, like
I
here's
guess-
your penis.
I don't think it's fuck that bad boy. It's hey, fuck the bad boy, but marry the nice guy. It's basically telling you to have two dudes.
Ah, okay.
So it's not so out of
Makes
place
sense.
now. There
Okay.
you go. It's
That makes more sense.
So this is all like 70s porno movies, I think.
pretty much yeah. It kind of gives you that feel. But I really wish that I would have been able to get you the Golden Girls naked coloring.
That would have been fantastic.
It was sold out. I was so disappointed.
This is awesome.
I know. I saw that. I was like, dude, this is a well constructed. His was like $15. Yours was like $6, and yours quality wise is like 10 times better. I'm like,
So
hey.
like on the very back page of this thing.
Titanic.
What?
Oh my god, the dude's kissing the dick. I love it. This is great.
So like on the very last page of mine, it's like Wood Rocket. I've seen some of that shit. They make like porno parody shit.
That's funny.
That's why mine's more expensive.
Okay, it's actual brand. This is just bunch of dicks.
Yeah, here's
Yours
the
is just a
penis.
bunch of dicks.
I like this picture on the back. I'm sure it's probably supposed to be one that's inside it. That's just nothing but actual dicks,
Yeah.
not like festively colored. Is that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle dicks?
Yes, it was.
Oh
Teenage
my
Mutant
God.
Ninja Dicks.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Testes.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah, I like this. I'm
This
gonna
is
take this
funny.
over because like me and my friend Lindsay like color every once in a while,
That's good stuff.
and I'm gonna take this because I may or may not have gotten her a coloring book also.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Don't listen to this.
Right, don't watch it yet. She won't be able to. You'll probably give it to her before
I
that,
don't know
unless you just don't see her.
because I
before
have another
Christmas.
gift coming after Christmas.
Ah.
for her, so-
Now that we've unwrapped the presents, can we unwrap the mystery beer?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I forgot all about
Unwrap
that. I was gonna
this
just pull right on out. God,
We were
what's
having
wrong
too
with
much
me?
fun, man.
Shit, we did have fun. Hell yeah.
I
that
mean,
was a
like
good
I think
time.
Ron did the best.
Right, he did. I was just like, shit. I'm like, last minute. I was trying to order
I've
it
been,
like
like,
3
thinking-
or 4 days.
I've
before.
legitimately been thinking about getting you guys something like this for months now.
Right, well, I thought of
And,
that
like-
too, but when you said something the other week, I was like, well, I guess that goes for one of us is already getting that shit, so 2 of us can't.
But it was like so far in advance, so as in October, it's like, I know what I'll get the ladies. And like I was hanging out with a girlfriend and she was like, what are you getting me? I ain't fucking telling you.
That's funny.
You're like, you're getting one too, bitch.
Oh god, that'd be fucking hilarious.
I don't really think you're a bitch. I'm sorry.
It's like, shit, she watches. It's just what we said. It's not for real.
But she was it's like, I'm not telling you what you're getting. I'm still not saying what she's getting because it may not be there by the time this episode comes out
It
because,
smells like smoke.
yeah.
Does it? Weird. I don't know that, pretty sure it shouldn't be smoky, but that's cool. We'll do a little there. We'll
Like
do a
smoky
little
maple
there.
syrup.
The maple syrup could be a thing. I don't know about smoky. We'll give it a see. Oh, don't smell anything on that.
Smells beery.
Okay, there we go. Smelling the beery. Still smells a little rotten to me, but not nearly as bad. Shit's going away. So, like, that chicken didn't make me want to throw up. It was actually pretty good. Yeah, it didn't taste like chicken, but it didn't taste gross, so it was all right.
Tastes very similar to the last one, but
Yeah.
not as thick.
It's weird.
I think I need like a palate cleanser. Should have had like a palate cleanser in there somewhere maybe.
Hey, drink the water. No. I'm just- Put the
Not
butt
that
plug
one.
in your mouth.
You want me to put your butt plug in my mouth so when it goes in your butt you're like, ooh, that was in Ron's mouth?
That'd be hilarious.
It's got like a beer taste, like a like a normal beer taste, and then it's like maple syrup or
This
Something stouty. I'm just not sure.
it doesn't not taste like what I bought, but it doesn't taste. It's just good. Like it's
it's a
it's
good
not a disappointment when you look at the can.
It's a good drinking beer. I just don't know what the flavor is.
It doesn't taste like it though.
Good dark bourbon.
It's good. It's something that's good.
It's not bourbony, but it's something.
Are we ready to find out?
We are.
it's like right on the tip of my tongue what it is. Like I keep getting like a familiar taste.
See, I had all that.
And like I can't.
I had all that like chocolatey cocoa from that last one, and I still can't get that out of my head.
It for some reason it's like cocoa-ish to me, but not.
I don't know.
Maybe a hint of lactose in there.
Oh, I'm sure there's some kind of lactose in there. So we have Santa Was Here Snickerdoodle Stout. Vanilla, cinnamon, lactose. This is a 10%.
Vanilla. That's what I was getting.
And this is an Ohio craft beer.
We've done
Columbus. We did. That was the one that had that fucking gross ass shit. It was one that was a German beer. And it was the one that had the effervescent, and I was like, let's look up what effervescent is. And it was like just a fancy term for bubbles. I was like, you fucking carbonated it. Yeah, all beer is fucking carbonated. Yeah, you don't even have to put that on the fucking label. And
Yes,
it was a really gross beer.
But if you say effervescence, it sounds fancy.
Right.
Sure.
I was like wondering if these people would be able to redeem themselves. Store cold, enjoy fresh. This is good. This is redeeming enough. It's not gross like that other one was. The other one literally tasted like hideous. Like I forgot, juicy fruit is what I was thinking. It was some kind of like it had banana in it, and it was a Hefeweizen. That's what it was, and it was the worst Hefeweizen I've ever had.
So I keep thinking about my presents to you ladies. If you feel at some point about trying them out in some form or another, do send me
Post
reviews, and I would like to see a picture of you lighting up the floor, please.
To be fair, you could literally just do it in a dark room and just hold it like this and put the camera below it and say like, oh, using it.
I don't care. I just want to see you lighting up the floor with it. You do whatever, okay? I love you ladies, and you do whatever pleasures you or displeasures you with those devices.
Well, I feel like, I
just want to see shit lit up.
I could wear that and put it in my vagina, and so I could actually do it in public, and cause I don't want anything up my butt. But then, I'm thinking, it's a butt plug, not a vagina plug. Would it stay in the vagina with the shape that it is?
More thin Kegels, bitch.
I think that it would too. I feel like it should. It'd be really funny if it fell out, because I'd just be like, well, we're just going to leave it there. Somebody's going to pick it up. They're either going to pick it up and be like, oh, fucking gross, or somebody's going to pick it up just think they hit the jackpot.
Yeah, Missy, the next thing Missy's old lady sex dreams are going to include that.
Well, I was thinking, I'm like, dude, I could totally rock out an OnlyFans page and it'd be all flashing the butt plug stuff. You gotta turn it on first. On the butt plug.
Why does it got a power button on this?
I
The power button is for the remote.
I think it's just for the remote. So you have the power button to turn the butt. So basically, if the person's destroying your anus with that, you can turn it off and they won't be able to. Hold on, you know what? I wonder if you hold in the remote. That's when you can start destroying somebody's ass with it. Let's do this here.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
I.
It's like Christmas lights.
So
Christmas lights.
this is you have to basically turn this on and then this will do this. So God, wouldn't it have been funny if we didn't know that and then we decided to do a strobing butt plug thing where we were both wearing it and it's I'm going to change my vibrating and it got us both.
I don't know if my remote's working right.
There's a little paper thing in there? Did you take it out?
Oh, she didn't take the paper thing out.
There's a little button battery. You got to take the paper thing out.
Gotcha. That's why.
And I'm changing yours too. That's so funny. I like it because
it's a couples thing, okay? At one point in time, Larry ordered one, the strobing. I don't think it had a remote to it.
he ordered a Strobing butt plug, and I was like, okay. And I messed around with it, saw what it was like, saw what it looked like, and I'm like, I'm gonna order some of these. And it was a small. And he's like, I just did this because it's funny. He's like, you should take it on your show. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna get my friends these. And that's what it was gonna be, the original, my thought of the Christmas present, until Ron said what he said. Because I was going to, we had the small one. I was going to order like a large one, and you were going to get the small one, and Ron was going to get the large one. And then when Ron said what he said, I was like, I think that's a clue that we're going to get butt plugs. I can't buy butt plugs. But this...
If I had a 3D printer and a scan of your faces, I could make butt plugs of your faces.
That'd be hilarious. So those ones, the one that Larry bought, when I was looking at it, because I was just going to buy the same brand, it was metal, and I'm like, how? I was like, if you sit on that, I'm like, I just didn't think it'd be comfortable. This is very, like you sit on it, it's gonna like move. It's ergonomically comfort fitting for your
well
ass.
designed for your anus. No penis in your anus.
Are you trying to do the colors?
Yeah, how do you do the colors?
It's really weird. So, did I do it with plus and minus? I did. Oh, so they are. So you do plus and minus for the colors. So when you do this and you turn it on, I think
that look on your face is terrifying and hilarious.
No, it's just like surprising me because she's like controlling it.
That's the thing. She's like, oh my god, if this was inside me right now.
Like the look on her face
is like dueling butt plugs.
You both got the set remote, both set to the same frequency. You're like click, 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 click. It's like kids with remote control cars back in the day can
yes,
the same frequency.
Somebody else's car up.
I think that's so weird how it's like gold colored. But then
I know. I didn't think it would.
It's like a mirror. Oh my god! You can take your butt plug out and do your lipstick. Or you could do your lipstick in somebody else's butt plug.
I would do that. I would be like, oh, you have a mirror? Where is it? Well, don't fucking blast one out. I don't want you to fart your butt plug out.
Quit it, baby. I'm doing my makeup.
Mess up my fucking makeup. I'm still a little confused about
my hand feels like tingly now.
See, when I first messed with it, pulled it out of the box, I hit the vibrator. I was like, oh
imagine
shit.
how that would make your fucking everything feel. That would be tingly and weird. You can keep the color though. So that is just like a regular changing of the color. And then, it's a different changing of the color. But what if you just want it to strobe one color? It's strobing every single color.
Oh, it just like makes it go faster or slower. Like
yeah, like
when
that.
I was messing with it, I remember I thought there was a button to like specifically like flip through one color and leave it there.
That so you can leave it there.
I only messed with it for a few minutes.
But if you do the up button, it just goes through all of them. So if you do it to where it strobes, it goes through all of them. That's the plus button.
Have you ever seen those videos of people like with the vibrating thing inside them?
No, I've not.
And they have a remote, like their husband
Somebody
or whatever
does.
has a remote, and they'll just be like walking through a store or whatever, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my god, and they're like on the floor with their legs crossed, turn it on!
Well, I know there's like, you can get like Bluetooth enabled sex toys that link to apps on your phone.
That's good stuff.
So like, wherever your partner is, you can be like, oh yeah, Ariana? Ha! And all of a sudden she's getting like...
And you don't even have to be anywhere.
Yes.
I knew that they did that.
They've got them to do that. And yeah.
That's funny shit.
Merry Christmas, ladies. I hope you have a
Thanks, Ryan.
happy Christmas.
Booty Sparks. That's the brand. Booty Sparks. Oh, but you hell.
What?
It's not turning off now. There we go.
I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
It might be.
Have a very Booty Sparks Christmas.
And if there's anyone you're going to surprise with that and terrify, be like, so this is for you.
Well, if you're surprising somebody with it and terrifying them with it, you're going to have to really slip it in them while they're good and passed out. And hopefully they don't have to shit first thing next morning.
Or that night.
Right. Oh, yeah.
At any rate, Merry Christmas, ladies.
Sweet.
From me to you, because I love you.
Thanks, Ron.
Hell to the yeah.
I love color porn star.
It'll be a holly jolly Christmas now.
That's right. That's funny shit.
So, we are coming up on time very soon.
I'm still drinking my beer.
Yeah.
It is a Christmas episode.
It
so.
is.
That's right. And they don't have to always, they can run over.
Okay.
They can run over a couple minutes. It'll be alright.
We'll be okay.
So,
Plus it was recording for, 5-10 minutes before we even...
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how it usually is.
So what?
I'm fucking off in there.
So
That's cool.
what amazing plans do you guys have for Christmas Day?
Oh, my nipples are lopsided. I don't know.
She's got lopsided nipples for Christmas.
I
All the butt plug vibration done lopsided her nipples. She got that excited.
I'm going to, Christmas is at my uncle's. That'd be funny if I just brought that and wrapped it, put it under the tree. Who's this for? It's a gift I don't have a name on it. Somebody just open it. Just open it. We'll figure out who it's for. That somebody remember getting it. And I'd be like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'd probably end up having to take the blame. Like, no, that was Missy. Like, no, I didn't.
It's when she keeps the remote in her pocket.
Oh, God, that'd be hilarious.
Which uncle is this?
My mom's brother.
Gotcha.
Keeps the remote in her pocket and is like, it gets forgotten. She just hits the button. It's like, "Ring." What was that? Ring. Somebody's phone roll.
My mom's got the two brothers that are still alive. My dad's brother passed away a long time. I think he passed even before my grandma did. Maybe a couple years before she did. But no, my mom's family's the only people that are left. My grandma, uncles, one aunt, and my uncle's wife. Well, I don't know if they're married. They might just be, I don't know. And then the cousins and their kids.
Do you have anything amazing happening, dear?
I'm gonna be really busy all weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Larry's parents' house and drink that. I told Ariana about this beer I got. So I was grocery shopping and I found this beer. And it was this nice bottle and it was like a smoked bourbon barrel, something or other. I was like, that looks fucking good. And it's almost 15%. It's 1 pint, 9 ounces. So it's a 25-ounce beer. And I'm like, that'd be the equivalent of fucking 75 ounces of regular beer. I was like, I don't know that I could sit there and drink that whole fucking thing. I'm like, I'm going to have to share it with Larry's brothers. I'm going to be like, hey dude, get a glass. I'm pouring this. Because I was like, when I got it, the original thing was like, dude, I could do that on a fucking butt plug. And then there's more, I was reading the label. It's like a vanilla, salted caramel, smoked bourbon barrel. I'm like, sorry guys, this is a Missy beer.
That's a lot.
It sounded so fucking good. I'm like, and I don't even know how much it cost because I was debating. I'm like, well, I could always just buy 2 of them. I was like, what? It's a real shitty beer. Then I'm stuck drinking it twice. I'm like, if I had an offset amount of beers to where one of my next times I hosted, I would only have 2. I would have bought it and saved it for that because I was kind of like I had these other beers where I was kind of like, oh, I'll just take one of the regular beers from that I bought and I'll switch it out. And I'm like, I won't even know which one I'm going to switch out. I'm like, this is too difficult. It's going to be my Christmas beer. I'm going to drink this on Christmas.
Well, that's like those Braxton bourbon barrels I got.
Should wrap it and put it on the tree for me. I thought about doing that.
It's like the Braxton bourbon barrels I got.
I thought about that as soon as I saw
One's like 15.5% or some shit, and it's like...
It's pretty strong. It's the same size bottle.
Yeah.
No, you had a regular size bottles, didn't you?
They're bigger.
Are they?
It came in like a 3 gift pack, but it's like, I'm sitting here going, man, I'm going to definitely bring out 1 or 2 of those for the butt plug, but it's like, 1 or 2 of those, I'm going to have to do it myself, because when I was sitting there drinking just the flights at Braxton, I got fucking wasted, man. And it's going to definitely be one of those where we don't bust out all 3 in one episode.
No, because, you couldn't do that.
That's just too damn much.
Well, that would probably be the equivalent to us each drinking probably 3 beers apiece, especially if we do the pre-beer.
Yeah.
We would all be pretty kind of hammered because we'd be drinking them fast. Slamming the 3 little...
Oh, yeah.
But,
and I was like, yeah, we should do that. Come on, what the fuck?
She's like, I ain't got to drive home. Fuck you, bitch.
Right. Be like, well, Ariana's going to be having a sleepover. She's like, God damn it, shut the fuck up. I have to work tomorrow.
That's probably how it goes.
Like, so alive, what do you want,
I
bitch?
just turn my white noise machine on.
I'd be like, I don't, ha ha.
Let's turn my white noise on.
Be like,
where's
her fucking breakers? Let's flip it off. And then it goes off, we're just going to be like, ah!
I'm like, just because you're fucking 40 doesn't mean you can act old, girl. Come on, man.
Why are you fucking old? Ooh.
I'm older than you are, man. I'm older than you are, man. I'm not acting
That's
it.
so fucking funny.
And then the next morning I wake up like I'm dead.
I wake up like
Because that's how it works.
That's just great. I wake up like I'm dead. I like it. Like, did I die? Oh my god.
I wish I
I'm
died.
dead.
I wish I died.
I think I'm dead. Are they crying because I'm dead?
Like, I got up this morning at one point and walked across the floor, and one of the floorboards creaked. I was like, is that my back or like the floor?
That's funny. What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
So I'm gonna spend the night at my brother's house on Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna spend the night at someone's house on Christmas.
Magical. Well, I am not 100% sure what I got going on. I had original plans to go spend it at the girlfriend's house, and her kid fell early this week after getting out of the hospital. It's back in the hospital, so I don't know what the hell's going on that. My daughter, there's a high chance she'll be staying with her mom. So I might just bust into those Braxtons by myself anyway.
Shoot me. He would be so trashed and then all hell would break loose. People would call him, Ron, I need your help quick. He'd be like,
It's Christmas Day, I'm drunk, fuck off.
Christmas dinner at my mom's on Sunday.
Hell yeah.
The only for sure thing I had is Christmas Eve lunch at my folks.
I should just drop in unannounced.
You should.
He's
That'd be
here.
great.
He's coming into the driveway. It's Missy.
Christmas night is
You know they
the
totally.
7-year-old
They would go.
grandparents. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
My parents would totally be all about that shit.
Yeah, your parents would be alright with that. That's a funny thing. We start dropping in on people's holidays. Hey guys, what's up?
Christmas pussy.
Aw,
I gave him balls.
good job, buddy.
Aw.
I don't think he realizes.
I think he does. I think he's not really liking it.
I think he just realized it.
He
because
realized
they're
it. He's
there for
like,
a minute.
how do I get those off?
Something
That's too
doesn't
hard to
feel
reach.
Right.
Okay, fine. I'll just deal with it.
It's like I got arthritis, you bitches.
That's too hard to get, you fucking assholes. You better
See,
take those off
it's
or I'm
not
gonna fucking
that.
kill you.
Oh, it fell. It's not supposed to fall.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking busy this weekend. Like I'm not gonna get a break. I need to make desserts, and I don't even know when I'm gonna do that.
The most thrilling thing to me this Christmas, especially after working at fucking Dannon last year, I have 4 days off.
That's nice.
For Christmas last year, I got to work. The bitch of being an IT guy and as a contractor is you don't usually get paid for holidays. I won't be getting paid for this holiday. Last year at Dannon, their response was, oh, well, it's Christmas Day, you're working anyway. Really? Yep. And I worked every holiday for a year, so I'm perfectly okay with, 2 days unpaid for this week. And I'm just like, ooh, you mean I get to actually partake in a holiday?
Yeah.
I'm fucking all about that shit.
Oh,
yeah, I
you
got
got
Thursday
dirty
and
eyes,
Friday off
kitty.
too.
Sorry about that, buddy. We're getting your dirty eye clean.
Yeah,
There you go.
because you're nasty.
That's right, dirty old man. I cleaned your eye out for you. You should be
Wow.
thanking
Oh
me.
man, buddy.
Now he's like, what the hell is that? The fuck?
What is that shit? Get off my lawn.
It is. Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. By lawn, I mean my ass. I'm gonna eat my ass.
Dude, I walked outside last night. I don't know.
Did you want to eat your ass?
No.
I was like, what's this story? Is it about lawn? Is it about ass?
It's
Is it
not
about
even a
eating
good
yourself?
segue. It's just like I just thought of it.
I walked outside last night and I was like,
Eat ass, lawn. What's going on?
I walked outside last
night.
Decided that I'm gonna take up yoga and I just figured out how to eat my own ass.
I instead of sunbathing her asshole, she was moonbathing her asshole. It's like supposed to be really good for you. Vitamin D there in the sunshine.
Sunbathe your beehole.
Anyway, you walked outside last night.
So yeah, I went outside to feed the cats or whatever, and I heard somebody walking out there in the field, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on out there? Like it sounded like a cat scratching or something, like when cat sharpens his claws. That's kind of what it sounded like. And then the more I listened, I'm like, I think that's somebody walking in the grass or the field or something. And I shined my flashlight out there and I couldn't see anything. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's weird. I figured it was probably an animal or something.
I'm thinking deer.
But then I walked out front because I had a package. I was like, oh yeah, I have a package out front. I need to grab that. And I go out there and I hear somebody walking in the front and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I went and got the flashlight again. And I'm shining it out there and I don't see anything. And I hear it moving again and I'm shining and it's takes me forever. And it was 2 deer out there. I didn't see them until their eyes shined in the flashlight because they were completely blended into the field. But yeah, I don't know how that correlates to whatever you were just talking about.
I was eating ass and something else.
Eating ass.
Eating ass, and there was deer in my field.
I was eating my ass, and Bambi was in my field watching, horrified. It was baby Bambi, so it was extra terrified.
So
Disney movie classic, instant.
I was driving home last night 2 nights ago from Ubering, and I really wasn't even that tired. Like, because, I mean, I could understand if I was tired and just thought I saw something weird, like, go through. And I really don't know what it was, but I was like in my head, I'm like, is this, like, some kind of a weird fucking orb? Because, like, the way it looked like it went real smoothly. And I'm kind of like, was that, like, a moth flying through? I'm like, I don't think my lights would have shined on a moth that far ahead and made it that big going straight through. And I was like, maybe it was like a deer, but if a deer, like as fast, because it went fast. But like as fast as it went, if it was a deer, it would have, like, it wouldn't have been just straight, like,
right.
Like it had no sway to it. It was super linear. And I'm like, even if it was a lightning bug, it wasn't green. It was bright white.
It's like way too cold for lightning.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Because I was trying to go with all the logical explanations, like, no, this isn't a weird orb that doesn't exist because those aren't realistic, blah, 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 blah. You know, and I'm like, am I just inside my head? Am I listening to too much weird ass fucking shit? But I'm like, it was like this white, just ball, just go, just straight. No sway, no nothing. It was just, like, it was just the weirdest thing. I'm like, what was that? I want to know what it was. Because I'm like, I'm looking around. And usually, so if I see a deer, and I'll see another one. Like right in that same vicinity.
It was like
right
there. You see a deer, you
Well, so it was like last week when
it literally was.
It was like last week when I had my near miss with those fucking deer, and I like swerved in between three of the fuckers.
Not a fucking deer. Like I know what those, because I'm like, the deer's eye in the headlights. It was deer. It was too uniform in color the whole way around. Usually when you get that shine of the deer's eye, it's like you're seeing some white and then you see like that weird green because it's their pupil, and so like you see inside, but it is reflecting just not as much as everything around it. Like, I was just like, what the fuck was that? Like, it was really weird.
I always think I see moving shadows like it looks like
I always used to see that when I was a kid,
standing on the side of the road, and then I've seen like what looks like a shadow like running across the road. There was one time.
So weird.
There was one time I was driving. It was like in Painter Creek. I was driving through there, and I swear I saw somebody in black running across the road, and I slowed down and looked, and I don't see anything. Like,
that's fucking crazy. There was this house outside of Pittsburgh that we just always used to fucking rummage through because it was an abandoned house. I know I've talked about it before.
Was it in that woods?
Yes.
Every time we went through
there was some fucking weird shit going on all the time.
Like, okay, but every time I went back there with you, we got yelled at. Like, no, people always knew when we were back there for some reason, it seemed like.
That's fucking weird. Because I went back there with Erica and Levi, and there was a window that we saw, and it was just like, we saw a figure run, but there was always so many, like, leaves, like, from the trees, like, dead leaves around there. And particularly then, because depending on the time of year, you're not going to have dead leaves. But that time of the year, it was fall, dead leaves, you should have heard all this crunching and stomping. Didn't hear shit. And I believe that there's other existences, just like, I don't know, like, because it's so weird. And it's like, the more I hear about it, it's like, maybe there is like other existences. Because like, what was I going to say about something? Weird, like, I saw this one weird thing, and this is like actually a true thing that I would believe. Because looking into like the science of it, I'm like, I remember hearing about shit like that in science class. So there could be other things that exist and other vibrations and frequencies, because the atom, we're completely made up of atoms, but there's like, literally there's, for whatever it is, for one, if you're just going through with the generic infographic of a solid has all these atoms and they're moving so close, but they're really close together. And a liquid, they're like bouncing off each other, but they're still really close. And a gas, they're like really far, but they're bouncing off each other. And it's like, okay, so things are vibrating. There's energy and everything. I'm like, all right, let's go with that. And then you go with like each individual atom. There's the particle that actually exists in it that's matter is like super tiny, but everything else of it is energy, and it's like, wow, okay. So it's like most things are energy because it's vibrating so fast, though. That's what creates like the whole form of the matter. And it's like, all right. And so then I saw this on the internet, and I'm like, this seems like it would be totally true. So if you have like one particulate per atom that is like particle, and the rest of it is energy, it's like it's vibrating so fast, that's what creates the matter. It like there was a calculated chance of this happening, but it's like it seems like it would be true. So if you go take your hand and slap down into the table, if everything aligned just perfectly, you slap right through it because of the energy, like the vibration versus the particles. If every particle was aligned in the right spot and every particle of your hand was aligned in the right spot, just right through because it's energy. I'm like, I think that's realistic. I believe that. And that's based on what I learned in science class. And I'm like, that's creepy and freaky.
The likelihood of your hand passing through it's astronomical. But
right, it was like 0.10 or more 0.
Yeah,
1,
it's astronomical,
so
but
it's
it
like
is possible. But
right, but I'm like, that's really creepy when you sit there and think about it. I'm like, so what if the vibration in our plane that is like our plane versus other planes? And so when you're talking about you becoming a ghost and haunting people with the butt, what were you haunting people with? Was it butt plugs?
No, like Alexas and shit.
That's right, that's what you were talking about. I was like, that's why I'm like, is that why people think there's ghosts? Are they really not ghosts, but they're just the form of the energy like going into a different form, and it's a different realm, it's a different dimension that is here on this planet, but it's still, I'm like, that's really weird. It's like that shit just creeps inside my head, and I'm like wondering, what's this? Did
you watch the new Spider-Man movie yet?
No, not yet. And people relate shit like that to like other things that people...
I won't spoil it, but the other Spider-Man movie, it goes into some shit sort of like that. Because it's not quite so metaphysical, but like in the Marvel movie sort of a way of like multiple universes kind of bullshit. And I good movie, by the way. Stay till the credits. The movie doesn't end with the credits. It ends with the trailer for Doctor Strange movie that's coming out.
I heard.
Fantastic.
I took someone to the movies, and he said he heard from his friends. So, like, you know, there's the ending, some credits, another ending, more credits, another ending. Is that how it is?
Kind of. Basically, the movie ends, they have the big whatever,
right.
And then in your Marvel fashion, they have their stingers, they have, like, their little jokes, they have, like, you know, the one reference that they missed from, like, all the stuff they're talking about went along better, and then at the very tail end, they have, like, the hook to get you back in there. Mm-hmm. There is a Doctor Strange called Multiverse of Madness, and they have a trailer for that.
Right.
And in the trailer for that, they reference like things from like Marvel TV shows and all this other shit. So definitely well worth going and checking out.
Right on.
I was gonna save that one for when I was on Christmas break, but I got bored Sunday, and I'm like, I'm going to the movies. Fuck it.
I'm going to go take the boys. Jacob wanted to see that. He wants to take his girlfriend to see it. So
my dear darling shithead refuses to go to movies because she thinks they're all stupid. And only old.
It had to go on Sunday.
And only old boring losers watch movies in the theater.
That's so, dude. I don't know. I'm kind of.
She's very.
That's why everything's going away.
She is very. Right. She is very 16. What do you want?
I don't know, man. I used to go to movies all the time when I was 16.
Did you have a phone that could watch anything you wanted on a phone?
Right.
If you had a phone, you could watch everything for free?
I always wished I did.
All right. I still do enjoy going to the movies. Like, that particular type of outing is nice. Mm-hmm. But, there are times where it's like, ooh, I want to do a movie in, like, you know, because I'll do it with my kids, like, let's do, like, steaks and popcorn. It's like, like I'm hungry, I'm going to want to actually eat, and instead of going out and ordering something, like, let's do something, like, make a meal together. But then yet we're making a little bit less of a meal because we're doing the movie snacks, and like that's our movie snacks, like a steak and popcorn and Sour Patch Kids, right. Like, and that's the meal. Like,
I agree with that, but there's like a certain energy about going.
There is, especially when it's like a brand new, right? Yeah.
My daughter doesn't get the desire to get the fuck out of the house and do something other than, these proverbial four walls, And she's just perfectly happy to sit in her room and do whatever. And I get it. When I was that age, that was a thing.
Right.
But now these days, like, I feel trapped sometimes and I need to get the fuck out.
I think it was opposite. Now that I've got my own place and my own space, I always just want to sit and chill out and be in my own space. But when I was young, I always wanted to be out and just fucking go.
I like a good balance of both.
I do.
I go through phases where I want to stay in more, and I go through phases where I want to go out. I've been going out a lot lately. So
see, for me, I'll get burned out on going out, but that like year and a half where I lived alone and didn't do shit with anybody,
right?
That really made me just want to get the fuck out because I feel like that claustrophobic. I wonder if the world thinks I died or if they care I died feeling.
I remember you throwing out there, like, I just kind of think that if nobody would check up on me if I died, and if I, by the time they found me, by the time they found me, my cats would have ate me.
It's a true story. They definitely would have.
But
if my daughter wasn't there to feed them, they probably still would.
But no, I think when I was just working so much and so fucking tired, I was more into like, oh, let's be in the house. I just want to, I just want to relax in the house and do this. And now it's kind of like, I want to get out and do shit. Like, I stray away from convenience and be like, well, I could just easily order this online because it's easy. I'm like, I actually want to get out and go from store to store to store and fucking look for it. And I'm like, let's do that. And then like, instead of just Googling something and doing a search for it and watching a YouTube video or reading a small blog excerpt about it or getting it on Audible, I actually want to get the book and sit down with the book. I want to do shit that's like very rewarding. Like the feeling behind it feels so good. Beyond just being in a hurry to get the information that I want to just be out. Like
all that time. See, that time I spent working there at Dannon, watching YouTube endlessly every day at work, not really doing any work. I was getting some of that feeling of, everything's passing me by. I'm not doing anything. I'm not learning anything.
Right.
It was that same sort of, I need to be doing, not just observing.
Right, yeah. Gotcha, that makes sense.
All right. So,
Ron's like, okay, let's fucking quit it. Let's die.
No, I gotta pee.
I will carry it on. I'll be like, you know what? Usual episode's an hour, 15 minutes. So what? We've been here 3 hours. Who fucking cares? That's how I roll.
Happy Christmas.
Right, exactly.
It's mostly because I gotta pee.
Being a pussy. Fucking use even one of those cups. I was gonna say use that shiwi.
Shiwi.
Right. So, I mean, even though you got a dick to put in there, just use the shiwi.
Yeah, you can just use the shiwi so nobody can see it.
Right, and then it's not like.
Do you want your pussy someplace my dick's been?
I mean, I can wash it out. It's cool.
Alright.
I don't fucking care. Like, it's cool.
Motherfucking bitch come in there and you be like, ooh, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's really funny because he's like, do you want your pussy someplace my dick's been? And I was like literally thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking have sex with a chick that you had sex with and she's gonna like come to me and just leave you entirely. That's how that went over in my head. Be like, yeah, I do. I bet you should fucking just stay here instead of just being with you. Like, yeah.
And there's Francis.
Like, come on, baby. Let's. Or one of our 2 fans.
Bye. Well, it was nice.
Leave a comment. Who do you love more, me or Ron?
I'm good with this.
Oh, that's good stuff.
We went to the ballet the other day, so it could be me. I don't know.
I'd go to the ballet.
Yeah, I would go to ballet.
That's right, and I'd make her come.
Ballet?
Yes, I would. Be like, yeah, it's ballet. Make this
with
ballet
that
better.
butt plug that Ron gave you.
Make this ballet better. Fuck yeah. Yeah. That's good stuff. Oh, I thought he was going to punch me in the stomach. I was like bracing myself for it. I was like, no.
I love you too much for that.
Shit.
Wow, that got
weird.
a little weird. A little bit weird.
Man, and all I do is bring butt plugs and you get all hot and bothered thinking about that shit.
I was going to say, how old is she? Is she really old? Because that would be my old lady porn.
So
I think she's pretty much close to my age, though, so that's not old lady porn. She's not like mid-40s or higher.
She's
so.
42.
Yeah, she's pretty much my age. That doesn't fit into the old lady porn scenario.
She's older, but
not
like that.
I'll tell her about all this on the way home, and I'll let you know what she thinks later, okay?
Oh, that's good stuff. stuff. She's like, damn it, well, my girlfriend dumped me today.
And on the next episode of Strobing Butt Plug, I'm not here. She's sitting there going, well, Ron got booed out of this group.
The three girls. Oh, that's so fucking funny.
I still have to pee.
We'd be called the Strobing Butt Plug, and Ron would have his own podcast called Fat Fap. That's funny.
I mean, I have been thinking about starting a side channel of completely unrelated things, but
right.
I think me and Missy need to have like a supernatural type of
I was thinking that because I'm like, you and me, right?
He's just like, meh.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't believe that shit. Like, I literally was thinking that. I'm like get together and talk about our weird theories of the universe and the fucking other dimensions and shit.
Yeah. We would have to do it on the same day, like you'd get here earlier or something like that, or
but you'd be at work,
or
so we'd have to stay later.
I mean, I get home, 3:30.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just want to take a shower, have to get anything at all done.
I'm just gonna be dirty and not cook for you guys. Like we're just stop at Chipotle on the way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna smell.
That's all right.
Dirty Ariana and Missy spooky podcast.
You can't smell a podcast, so it'll be alright. Did you say smooth podcast?
True. Dirty Ariana and Missy spooky podcast.
Dirty Ariana and Missy spooky.
I like it.
Dirty Ariana. I think it would sound a little bit better as Missy and Ariana's dirty spooky podcast.
Yeah.
Because then it'd be like, why is it dirty? So I get the spookiness because there's gonna be a little bit of vulgar
because
innuendos.
She smells because she didn't take a shower yet.
There's gonna be a little bit of dirty innuendo in there, so that could be wrapped up into it. But really, it's dirty just because he doesn't.
She's got swamp ass.
The swamp ass.
Absolutely.
The spooky swamp ass podcast.
Shit, yeah.
I like it.
The spooky swamp ass podcast. That's good stuff.
Oh, let's write that down.
And they forgot.
So it's like, you can write that down. She won't. It would have to be me.
Here we go.
She's putting the note in. She's making the note.
Wait, what's happening here? How do I use this thing?
Oh my god. My dream transferred to you.
What?
Well, I couldn't use my phone in my dream. It transferred to you. Oh my god.
What?
You're gonna have sex with old women!
Spooky Swamp. Is it Spooky Swamp Ass Podcast?
Yeah, the Spooky Swamp Ass
Podcast.
That's so funny.
Nice.
Copyright patent pending.
That's right.
Pin this.
So this is why I always make calendar entries at 6 p.m. for the next Tuesday whenever we have something.
There you go, right.
Because on the way over, as I'm getting here, it's like, ba-ding! And oh yeah, I remember that now.
That's why I make the note though, because it's kind of like, okay.
I'll forget to check notes, but
I never forget to check notes.
But calendar entries always just pop up for me.
I don't see. Calendar entry is too much of a step. Checking notes because I know I made one. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
I wish I would stop thinking of notes when I can't make a note. That's usually why I don't make notes.
Nah, there you go. Because you're at work, you're in your head, you're in your zone, can't fucking get the phone out.
Yeah, basically. Anyway.
I would make a little paper note if they had paper and stuff.
I could probably do that.
And then I would have to transfer it over. It's a lot of work in your head sometimes. I'm like, I'm at work. I don't want to do that shit.
I do keep Post-its just in case because I was writing down story ideas for a long time.
Hell yeah.
Man, I was thinking about that shit coming back from, when I stopped at that little place for lunch. I was going, man, it's been a long time since I had that dream about working in that crappy factory this morning. It's like, it's been a long time since someone's yelled at me, you need to be at lunch from exactly this 30-minute, in this exact 30-minute block. It's been a long time since I've had that.
I've only had one work dream ever, I think.
God, I've had work.
I hear people all the time, having hell nightmare dreams.
I remember a dude telling me he would wake up moving like he was working and stuff.
Man, that's
crazy.
That is a sign that you need to do something other than that, manual task when you're probably dreaming about something.
I think that was the only time I'd ever done something working at another place, and I had other coworkers tell me that too.
I don't normally have work dreams, but I definitely do have them sometimes.
What's your phone?
Yeah, my phone. Somebody texted me.
I haven't had a work dream in a while though, but it fucking sucks. You wake up in the morning, you're like, man, I gotta go to fucking work.
You're like, I just got home from work. That's what I was. Oh goddamn night, worked yesterday, now I gotta go to work again. I'm called off. I was already there last night.
I know that I would have them pretty regular when I was stressed the fuck out about Honda.
Yeah, that's usually when I have them, when I'm stressed out about like working with a certain person or something.
I feel like if I had a work dream and it was that horrible, I'd be like, I would call in. Well, I had this fucking nightmare about work last night, so I'm calling off today because I feel like I worked all night. Fuck you guys.
And also, can I get paid for that?
Right, exactly.
Most of the dreams I have that are really like disturbing me are like I'm driving a car and I can't fucking control it, or like I hit the brake and it doesn't work right. Shit where I can't control
I
things.
don't get dreams like that hardly at all anymore. I used to when I was younger.
Those are the ones like where I just can't control what the fuck's going on. I hate those dreams.
That's probably because you feel out of control in your life.
Right, too stressed out. I would say that. The dream that I had is that's literally very typical. I'm here, I'm with these people, but these people for some reason just jumped right in, they're right here. And then like, now these people aren't there, but then they're like a faint memory, and then like I'm here, but like the building looks different. And it's really funny because the people in my dream, I don't remember what the one old lady looked like, but then I kind of halfway remember what the young girl looked like. But in your dream, regardless if you like know the person, each individual face in your dream, you've seen. You don't create.
See, that's
those.
what I've always heard. Like you can't make up a face or something.
Right, like it's really weird. I feel like
I've made up face.
I feel like I've had to have, because I've had like I literally had a dream that I had this boyfriend and everybody was laughing at me for having a boyfriend, and then I was like wondering why they were laughing at me, and he had an alien penis, and then after I swear I was like, what the fuck was, and then I see it and it's literally green and looks like a thumb, but it was an alien dick. And then when I went to look at him, he looked very alien like, green face and all, and I'm like, I didn't see that in real life. I had to have made it up. Unless I saw it in one of my other lives because I was in a fucking like different realm.
Yeah, I think you can definitely make up like dreams and faces in your dreams and shit.
I feel like you should. I mean,
they're gonna be like amalgamations of shit you've already seen.
On, like how artistic you are or something.
Right, because
it's gonna be like an amalgamation of shit you've seen before. But
I was gonna say when I feel like I've made up faces in my dream. It's like part of it looks like this person, part of it looks like this person, and part of it looks like this person. And in my dream, like they're shape shifting from person to person to person to where I'm like, oh, that's Ariana. No, wait, that's wrong. Like, because like I'll be talking and they'll be changing as I'm talking to them, and I'm wondering what's going on.
It's like whoever your brain best thinks suits that particular situation.
Maybe, and it's just like, and so I feel like I made up a face due to the fact that it looked like 3 different people, and those 3 different people aren't a person, but I guess I didn't make it up because it's a conglomeration of 3 different people, so I don't know, we'll see.
Well, I still have to pee, so are we going to end it, or are we going to keep going?
We'll end it.
So I can pee before I piss my pants.
Right. So,
don't piss on my couch.
What did we learn today? Don't piss on the couch.
I learned that you ladies had some cute giggly expressions at your butt plugs. Ariana looked pretty devious, and I do, but I don't want to know what's going on with that.
She's going to be playing public games with hers. She's like, ooh. What's really funny about that, she's like, that's going to be a gift for somebody. It's like, who's going to use which apparatus? Like, who's got the remote? Who is the gift? Right, exactly.
Who's the gift, and how's it coming wrapped?
I swear, if there's any one time that I'm going to be hanging out with the both of you in public, I'm bringing the fucking remote. I'll be like, all right, I'm going to find out once and for all who's wearing it.
That's what I learned today. They appreciate their Christmas
Never
gifts.
wearing it when not hanging out with Missy. So
I'm going to be like, did she mention that she's going to go to this particular place?
oh my god, you'd be like standing outside.
I'm going to be like, I'm going to just fucking show up random times.
She's going to get real...
No too sound. Never tell Missy where I'm going.
What's going to happen? She's going to get real comfortable with that. She's going to get challenged to wear it to work by somebody.
Oh my god.
You're going to stand up and be like, how far is the range on this bitch?
Fuck it. I'm going to sneak through the factory. No, I'm not even... I don't have to say I know her. That way it won't get her in trouble. The only thing that get her in trouble is when she can't concentrate.
Missy, here's what you do.
Could you imagine trying to work with that in? You're just like, all of a sudden it just starts up. And you're like,
So Missy, it doesn't
You're
matter
like
because
crossing your legs trying to like.
Missy, it doesn't matter because you're Ubering all the time. You just go up to her factory and be like, yes, I too would like to work here. I have all this factory experience.
Filling out an application.
You go in there and you just see Ariana and you just like.
It'd be so great. They'd be giving me the tour of the place.
Walk past Ariana and she's like.
Link
click,
eye
click, 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 click.
contact and be like, there she is.
She's like, oh
Oh, that'd be so fucking funny.
I liked your
Be like, damn, I didn't know I was gonna get hired this quickly. I fucking took her spot.
no! She like falls down on the floor.
Like, quick, she's having a seizure.
drug test.
It's not a drug, it's this.
I can quit whenever I want, I swear. Oh, yes.
Wow.
That's what we learned today.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Alrighty. StrobingButtPlug.com. Like, subscribe, share.
Comment. Remember,
Right.
kids, if you comment on this episode, we'll go back through later and we'll say your damn name. We totally will.
Oh, did we say that?
Yeah, he did say
I did say
I
that.
forgot.
So we'll make you mention on the next episode. If you
It's like the
comment.
fucking videos where they're like, here's all my Patreon subscribers. We don't have
Right.
a Patreon.
No,
So
we
here's
don't.
all of our regular subscribers because
But if
we
we
love
get regular subscribers, we could end up with Patreon.
Shit, we
eventually.
can. Subscribe to us.
Yes.
So we, feel
Subscribe to
motivated
us.
to get that Patreon and
And then on
everything else.
like
So
the
we'll start
Patreon,
making the cash.
That's
on
right.
the Patreon, they'll have like them in skirts with like butt plug, like strobings.
And then we'll just be like, yeah, you could do that. Be like, hey, that'd be a thing. Be
Yeah.
like,
It'll just be like a dark room, and
Right.
with light.
flashing, like you just see the light whenever. It'd be like, hey, like our OnlyFans. That'd be just strobes.
Well, that's how you like segue into it.
That's
Right.
become my saying at work. Like
Your
if I say
OnlyFans.
something fucked up, I'm like, check out my OnlyFans.
Check out her OnlyFans.
That's right.
I don't even
Ariana
have an
smells.
OnlyFans.
A swamp ass.
Ariana smells Swamp Ass 69 at OnlyFans.
Swamp ass at Only. That would be a thing. Swamp ass at OnlyFans. Be like, ding, like.
Got some fucked up people out there, but man, look at all that money you're making.
That would be a good OnlyFans name, Swamp Ass.
That's probably already taken.
That's right.
Ariana Swamp Ass 69 can't be.
I never get that lucky. I don't get the cool handles.
That's right. There you go. Just have to go with the weird shit, which just ties into your. I don't know. You had an old email. Ariana smells.
And on that note, they're gonna keep talking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Really?
pee.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you did.
How do you remember that?
Because I thought it was fucking hilarious. Your parents got a computer for the first time. You created a Hotmail account. Ariana smells at
I
hotmail.com.
wonder if that still exists.
It probably does. It still exists, but if you don't remember your password at all,
Nah.
there would be no tracking it down.
It's probably something ridiculous like Ariana 69 or something stupid.
Right.
Because